We want to know the do's and the don'ts, what we need to do, what we don't necessarily have to do this year to, be successful in our fashion firms. So she'll be taking it away from now. Please get your questions ready. Hopefully she's going to answer them on this call, but if not, she will answer them on the group. She's also on the group. And please let me say this before, Zoom can log us out, and they will definitely log us out in about 14 minutes. So please do well to join again. There will be a separate link. I'll send it to the group, and then we'll continue from there. So tonight, please join me to welcome our guest speaker for tonight, Navy Design CEO. All right, so please with a warm welcome in the chat section. Let's do it to welcome our guest speaker. So Ma, you can take it away.
All right. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I am deeply grateful to the organizers of this meeting.
We are glad to have you, Ma. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence.
All right. So, thank you so much once again, the organizers of this great meeting. I'm Nemi Sholaye, like she introduced me, and I'm a fashion designer, an instructor. I will just, thank you very much. I will just give you a background story. Let's start with the story. All right, so I started learning fashion design as a child. My mom had a fashion house. Please, if you cannot hear me, kindly put it down in the comment section. All right, so my mom had a fashion house, and we were all forced to learn how to sew. Then it wasn't a thing of passion, or do you like to do this, or do you want to do something else? It's basic, right? This is what you have to do as a member of this household. So it wasn't a thing we had to negotiate about, right? So we all started that way. So at the age of, I think when I was in I know I made my uniforms from GS1 straight to SS3, my classmates' uniforms, everybody in school. It's actually probably the three arms, in my set. I did all the uniforms at that, as young as GS1, right? Even in primary school, I was doing dusters for the classes and, stuff like that. So it has been been quite a journey so far. And I got into school, university. And so at some point I was thinking, what do I do? Because I got into school quite late. So I was looking at the age factor and so many other things. And I really wanted to start something up. So I decided, okay, why don't I start a training center while schooling? The first thing I needed was, okay, what am I targeting and how do I get them? Then I started a free training at that point. That was how the whole thing kicked off here in Ife. I've been doing a lot of things in Lagos before I came here, right? But I had to leave Lagos for school, so it was a big deal. But then I did not just want to fold my hands doing nothing while in school, so I had to, get into business. And yes, it has been a very amazing and wonderful journey. Some of us will say, why fashion? One of the things we cannot do without, right? We know the basic needs: clothing, food, and shelter. And that is why fashion designing is essential to us all and to the world at large. It's really essential. Now, those days we used to think that, tailoring was basic. And yes, it used to be basic. We did not really see it as a big deal in Nigeria. And most of the time, the people that did such were localized, so to say. We saw them as, local, tailors, and somehow that trend has changed. I'm telling you, it's not tailoring as it used to be then. Now you have graduates going into this, you have masters holders, you have, name it, so many professionals going into it. So it's not a thing of, I did not go to school, so as I said, then go and how do you put it? Go and kosher, that kind of thing. Yeah, it's not that anymore. It's now a big deal, and thankfully we are here, and it's an opportunity for us to position ourselves rightly, right, for the future. Nigeria is going to be one of the leading fashion countries in the world. Yes, we are. So we must position ourselves rightly to take and to make use of this opportunity, because the trend at which we are moving right now, if we don't hop on this train as fast as possible, many people will be left behind. Many of us will be left behind. And I hope that is not our case. All right. So now fashion, as it's one of the most lucrative business when you want to look at different aspects of fashion design. We have the fashion illustrator. They make drawings, they make illustration about, and that alone is a niche on its own. That alone is standing on its own. So you have so many choices. It's either you're a fashion illustrator, you're a fashion stylist, right? You're a fashion designer. You design the clothes, you create them and design them. You are an instructor, right? A pattern drafter, a sewist, production, ready to work with. You see, it's really broad. It's no longer limited like people used to, view it before. You can go into different aspects of fashion design right now, right? And every aspect of this is key. I'll go over it again. We have a fashion illustrator. An illustrator is someone that makes drawing of, you express what you want to design in 3D, not just carry biro and paper and sketch. Yes, you can sketch, we still have sketches, but then you want to express your design in a way that a layman can understand what you're trying to express. It's no longer in a sketch form. It's now live. You can see, oh, wow, this is the outcome. This is a product. This is exactly how it will look like after the dress is produced. So a fashion stylist, those guys, you really do not have to know so much about sewing, and that's the amazing part now. Many of this, in fact, almost everything right now, you just need to have a background. You don't have to do the whole work yourself, right? You can outsource, but we'll come to that later. Let's talk about the fashion stylist. what do? They follow trends. They know what is trending. They know how to mix colors. They know how to blend colors. They know how to blend designs and, come out with something spectacular, right? The fashion stylist. Now, the fashion designer. This is the most common among all of it, right? These are the people that, create designs. They may or may not be the ones producing it. It's optional. You can create your designs, get a pattern drafter, get your designs cut out, get a sewist, get your designs sewn. So it's not necessary for you to do everything on your own now, right? All you need is a background. We have the fashion instructor. I feel like this is where experience is needed, the fashion instructor part, because before you can teach people, before you can instruct people on, fashion designing and any of the other things we will talk about today, you need experience, at least 5 to 6 years experience. You know what works, you know what doesn't work, and you can guide people with that. So that particular one is not something you should just rush into. It comes with a lot of experience. We have the pattern drafter. Those guys, they just make patterns. They really do know how to sew. In fact, where I interned some few years back, when I just, finished in a fashion school and all of it, my boss then, he had so many workers, sewists and rest of them. Most of them, or what he did rather, was pattern drafting majorly. I never saw him sew for one day. I was there for over 6 months. For one day, I never saw Franco Shodi. Many of you would have heard of the name Franco Shodi, House of Bruno. Very popular guy. I never saw him sew for one day. He only drafted patterns. Draft your patterns, give it to your sewist, and they come up with something great, right? So we have those guys. Then the sewist, their work is just to sew. They don't do any other thing than sewing. And we have, you can go into ready to wear, even uniforms, right? So just look at those aspects and say, oh, this is what catches me the most. This is what I want to do. Now, we don't have to bug ourselves with the whole thing. Yes, you can do more than one, right? But you don't have to force yourself to get into every branch. You can outsource these things. All right, so next we'll be talking about how to have a successful fashion business. First of all, without vision, you wouldn't be able to do anything. It's almost like you're trying to build the house and you have no design for your house. Would you just call bricklayers, okay, start laying blocks without a structure, without a plan, right? So first of all, you need to ask yourself, okay, what am I looking towards? What is my vision? And yesterday, the speaker did justice to planning, vision, goals. So I wouldn't want to double into that, anymore. She did great justice to that. Thank you very much to her for that very that section. All right, so you need a clear vision of where you are going to. Don't just follow the crowd. Everybody's doing this, must I do it? Where am I going to? What's my vision? That is the first thing you need to get. Your vision must be concrete. Your vision must be your own. Your vision cannot be somebody else's own, right? Yes, I have the passion to do this. Where do I see myself in the next 5 years? What do I hope to achieve in the long run? What is the big picture? That is what we should look at first. What is the big picture? Until you get that big picture, you really do not know where you are going to. You are just working. And let's don't forget that hard work is, you might put all the whole work, but without a vision, you might just be everywhere without doing something concrete. You might be working on this one, working on that one, working on so many things, but no direction. So direction is necessary, and a vision will put you in the right direction, because what do you do when you have a vision? All you just need to do is take steps towards your vision, right? Are we following? Let's see the comment section. So if you are following, probably just raise up your hand, and so we see that everybody's here with me. Let's quickly do that. All right. Damilola is following. All right, Ajoke is raising up her hand. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Now, your vision might be, okay, I want to be the world best known fashion designer. Yes, it's possible. Like I told you, Nigeria is on a fast lane when it comes to fashion designing. You are going somewhere, and it's either you jump on the train or you're left behind. Because right now we know that social media is like the top trend, right? So if you decide, oh, let me just do whatever I like a little at a time, and just do it anyhow and do whatever you like, at the end of the day, you'll find out that everybody has moved and you're still on the same spot you were last year. So we cannot overemphasize the importance of having a vision. Very important. Don't follow the crowd. Make sure that you have a distinct purpose. Why am I doing this? Where am I going to? And let's make an habit of making our vision something big. Don't try and cage yourself. The world, the universe is big enough for everybody to shine, right? So don't just be in the little corner and be like, okay, this location is, I just want to have a shop in one little corner and probably just serve 10 people. That's not a vision, right? You must see yourself ahead. You must see yourself doing great things, not just being in a little corner. Yes, you will start from somewhere, but is that the end? Where are you going to? All right, the call will end in 2 minutes. Okay, we'll come in again and continue with this section. So I want to leave you with this. Have a vision and a purpose. Know exactly where you are going, so that you are not carried away, you are not distracted with everything going on. It's very easy to get distracted, but your vision will keep you. Okay, we'll end the call in 2 minutes. Yes, I've put in that information. Your vision will keep you focused on your goals. Now, when we come back, we'll talk about setting your goals and the rest of it. Like I said, the speaker yesterday hammered on most of those things. So I'll just tell you what works and we'll go from there. All right, Ajoke, over to you. Do we end the section now, or?
All right, yes, thank you so much. I'll restart shortly. So please, let's log in again and join the call. I'll put in the link.
All right.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right. Who will help us? We stopped at vision. having a clear stated vision. All right, so going on from there, we'll then talk about setting realistic goals. Setting realistic goals. Like I said, she did great justice to goals and stuff like that yesterday, and we wouldn't want to repeat what she said. Now, I would give an example. Now, you want to make sales of, say, 100 pieces of designs in a month, and you write it down. Oh, I want to make 100 sales per month. But then, one, you don't have the capacity to handle 100 orders for a month. Two, who are you selling these things to? You don't have your audience or a market where you can sell your product. What we mean by realistic goals is, okay, I want to sell 100 pieces of my design per month. Let's break it down. That means that per week, I should make how many sales? Somebody should help us break it down. We have 4 weeks in a month. So each week we should make about, say, 25. Thank you very much. So if you are not able to look for 25 people to buy your products in a week, that simply means that you cannot meet up with your 100 sales per month. True? You have to look for 25 people that will buy your products in a week. Can you handle 25 orders per week? That is how to break down your goals, right? Can you handle 25 orders per week so that you can meet up with 100 sales per month? Now, I want my gross my gross income to be this. I want my gross income to, or my gross profits to be this, or my gross profit to be that. What are you doing to make that gross profit that? Are you breaking it down to, okay, so if I sell this amount of pieces, I will make this. If I sell that, so don't just set ridiculous amounts as your goals. Make sure that you sit back and do your calculations right. What can I achieve? Okay, I can achieve 10 pieces per day. So in a week, I can achieve this number of pieces regardless of distractions, regardless of other clients. Definitely, you might still want to handle other clients. So outside those things, what is my aim? What is my goal? If you are able to make a realistic decision as to what you can produce, looking at the example we gave, then your goal is realistic. But if not, do something that is attainable, right? Remember that your vision is big, but when you break your vision into little steps and little plans, remember that you have to be realistic so that you can meet up with your targets, you can meet up with your deadlines, you can meet up with your timeline, not just something out of place where you start struggling to meet up, right? That is one. So it's okay to have big visions. It's also okay to start small, because your vision is to be a world designer. Doesn't mean that you now start calling all the whole celebrities, can I design for you? Can I design for you? Without them even seeing previous works or something you have done before, so that they can even trust you. Oh, okay, this person can do the job. You want to be out there, but you need to start somewhere. So don't be afraid to start small. Sometimes you might just have a sewing machine. We might even just be in our house, our sewing machine in our house, and probably our cutting tables. Sometimes we might even start from the ground, cutting from the ground. That doesn't matter. that doesn't stop you from achieving what you want to achieve in the long run. So regardless of where you start, it is okay. You might even start with just the clients. You know where you are going to. That is not the end game. That is not the end product. You know, stage by stage, you keep working towards getting better. You keep working towards getting more people. You keep working towards your branding. You keep working towards, you know, achieving the bigger goal, achieving the big vision at the end of the day. But regardless of where you start, it is okay, right? Did we get that? So we can start very small, but do not remain small, regardless of where you start. Make sure you keep growing. Make sure you keep what? Growing. There is no, when you are stagnant, that is where you have an issue. One thing I always make sure of is wherever I was last year, I don't want to be on the same level the next year. That means something has to change. I shouldn't see myself on the same level I was last year, right? So make sure you keep growing. Never remain on the same spot. All right. The next thing we want to look at is mentorship. Always don't be an island. You cannot do it all. Always look up to people that have gone ahead of you. There is always somebody in your field that has gone further. And thank God for social media today that we see so many people doing well. Let's don't forget that many people will show you the good side. Many people will show you their best footing, right? But don't be intimidated by all that. Start from somewhere, right? Look at where you are going to and look for ways you can improve on your craft. Oh, this person is doing this and it's working. Okay, why don't I put this to, and see how it goes, right? Don't just sit down and say, it's what I can do. However I do it, always look around you. What are other people doing? Oh, this person is doing this. Okay, let me imbibe this. Let me take this from here, take this from here. Put it together. Trust me, you will even do it better than those people, right? Because you keep learning and growing every day. Always look for, so if your mentor is somebody you can actually relate with, well and good, right? But look for somebody that has gone ahead of you in the industry and you can replicate what that person is doing. It's okay for you to copy a template, right? You are not copying the designs. You are not copying exactly what the person, but the template is fine. You can use the same template to achieve your results. Don't just lean on your own understanding alone. Sometimes it wouldn't get you too far. So always look for somebody that you can reach out to. If you can reach out to the person and you guys vibe, it's all good, all well and good, right? But if not, I will still recommend that you get somebody that you can always put your ideas before. This is what I want to do. This, and rub minds together. And I'm very glad about this community that Mr. Jadok has created, where we can rub minds as designers, and we are not just working on our own. We're not just working as a loner. You can come together and rub minds. So it's a great platform. I'll encourage you to make the best of it. All right. So moving on, we'll talk about working smart. I know sometimes at that beginning stage, you are alone. You iron, you sew, you feed, you deliver, you are the logistics guy, you are the financial guy, you are everything in your business. Yes, it's okay to be that, right? But as you move forward, have plans to work smart. Hard work is good. Don't get me wrong. Hard work is very good, but it is better to work smart than work hard. Yes, you would bring a team together. Like I said, starting small is not, you shouldn't underestimate the power of starting small. If you start small, you learn from your experiences. I'm sure that if somebody called me and gave me, when I just started then, and gave me, say, ₦1 million or 3 million naira, go and set up a business, trust me, I wouldn't spend that money wisely. Why? I had no experience in setting up. I had no experience in starting small and say, oh, this works, this does not work. I would have just done things that were not necessary, right? And waste the money and still remain at the same level. So sometimes it's not about the money. Money is not everything at this stage, especially when it comes to business. Knowing what you are doing is key. You might have the money and still waste it because you don't know what to do with the money. You don't know what works and what does not work. So you might put your money into what does not work, and at the end of the day, lose it all. So starting small is great because it gives you the opportunity to learn. You are learning on the job, and as you go further, you gain more experience and you know exactly what you do. You know exactly what works. So now, working smart, now that you have built your business to a stage or a level where you can employ people, please always outsource things that are not necessary. You might not be the one that sells anymore. Your marketing, you might not even handle it, right? Your branding, you might not handle it. Get people that would do these things for you so that you have the time to think and plan. Very important. Sometimes we get, you see this our work here, we get so carried away that we are running from appointments to appointments that we forget to plan. We forget the next level. It's almost like it's about, I need to meet up with this client. I need to meet up with that client. This client is using this day. This client is using that day. But then, are you losing the picture, the vision? Are you still pursuing it, or you're just in and out of clients chasing you? We need to get that straight. That is why working smart enables you to sit back, see what is working, see what is not working, see how you can improve on this, see how you can improve on that. Not when you are, in fact, sometimes we try and deceive ourselves that, oh, okay, when I get home, I would sit down and, make plans and do this and do that. But the truth is you are mentally tired. And anybody that is mentally drained, you cannot really get the best results, right? So hard work is good, but smart work is better. Have time to sit and plan for your business. Have time to make goals. Have time to visit companies. Have time to sell yourself. Have time to network. You're not just sitting at your business, nobody knows you. You are just on your own. In fact, even eating is a problem. Right? Sometimes I was at the stage that I worked to the extent that I forgot, I constantly forget to eat. Right? So it's one of our major concerns as fashion designers. You would work and forget yourself. So please, that shouldn't be the case for those that have purpose, for those that are purpose-driven. Right? As much as you work hard, plan to leave that hard work. That's, where you are so involved. Plan to leave it as soon as possible. Yes, you are involved in your business. You love your business. You have the passion. You have everything that it takes. But put that energy into something more productive. Make use of people so that you can be more productive. That is where most of us are lacking. We want to do it all by ourselves. You must be able to delegate your work to people. If you are not able to delegate, my dear, you will kill yourself before your time. And that is not a cost. It's the plain truth, because you are mentally drained, you are physically drained, right? and at the end of the day, you look unkept. At the end of the day, you are not even interacting with people. You have lost your social life. You have lost so many things without you even knowing it. So, I repeat, hard work is good, but smart work is better. Start. You are looking forward to working smart. Now I tell myself that it's not really about the thousands anymore. Yes, you can work for, clients. All right. If I attend to say 10 clients a week, probably 10 of them pays say 15,000 each. That is how much? 150. But for how long are we going to do that? We really need to check out those things. Is this what I want to achieve? Or will this amount of money help me achieve the bigger picture? It's always about the bigger picture, remember. This amount of money I think I'm making, will it get me to where I see myself or where I want to get to? Right? Now, we shouldn't be contented with 1,000 rems. We should be looking for the kind of jobs that would give us millions. Yes, it's possible. We are not in those days where people are just looking to cater. Let me just do this small business so that I can cater for my family. No, we are doing this thing to make a difference in our land. It's not a realm of 5 clients a week, and that's what I can handle. If they all pay 20K each, at least I'm contented. That is how much? 100,000. What is 100,000? We need to start thinking in realms of billions, in realms of millions. Okay, what can I do to fetch me this? Do I start a ready-to-wear line, or do I start an online business? Still within, remember I mentioned some things earlier that we can go into, right? Do I start, a ready-to-wear line so that if I sell, I can even contract that out to people that, can do it. Then when I sell, I make this profit and I have more reach. It's not just me in my little space with my 10 clients. It's bigger than that. Or do I want to work on contracts? Do I want to get government contracts? Now we are not talking about just sitting there and waiting for people to come to you. How about you get a contract? Produce 1,000 or 5,000 things and pieces of this. There are contracts out there and people are getting it. So we shouldn't be contented with just sitting down, folding our hands and waiting for our clients to come. Whoever comes, whoever does not come, whoever sees my work. No, lobby for these things. They are out there. When you start thinking, I'm tired of the reps of time into bigger reps. I want to do big things. I'm not just contented with just sitting down and, be comfortable with what I'm doing right now. It needs to be bigger. It needs to be better. I need to do it better than every other person, right? So put your mindset, change your mindset from I'm okay with what I'm doing. I'm okay with my 10 clients, or I'm okay with, if I have like 20, you can have 100 clients and still be broke. Very broke, because you are just living from hand to mouth. As one client pays you, one expenses, the other client pays you, another expenses. So at the end of the day, when you are done with your 100 clients and you sit down and analyze, so what have I done with this money? You are not better for it. Nobody's seeing it in your body. You are still the same way you are. No investment, nothing. Right? We'll still come to investment. I hope time allows us because really working smart is better than working hard. Right? Let me just chip this in so that we don't, in case we don't have time, right? Learn to invest your money. Don't just work and spend your money anyhow. Be financially accountable. If you have you should have like a spreadsheet where you do your accounts. Don't just collect money and eat it all, right? Make sure you are accountable. Make sure you are accountable, because it's not just hand to mouth business. This is not just I'm working to eat. We are not working to eat, right? We are working to take over. We are working to be known in the world, right? It's not just me and my small thing or me and my small business. It's bigger than us. It's way bigger than us. So we shouldn't just be working for our mouth alone. Work to invest, right? So as you work, look for things you can invest in. Buy lands. Who said you cannot buy lands? Buy properties. Buy things that would profit you in the future. There are so many things that are going online now. Crypto is there. So many things. Invest in these things. We shouldn't just be straight up fashion designers and that is all that concerns me. So anything in the world that is happening, it doesn't concern us. Learn these things, right? Don't just dig yourself into your machine and once you're in your sewing machine, nothing else matters. Leave your sewing machine. Work smart. Do not work hard. Work smart. All right, so let's leave that for another day. Now, talking about your clients now, make sure you create a niche. Who am I servicing? Who are my clients? Right? You are not working for everybody. You cannot work for everybody. So you have to make sure that you target a certain percentage of people. Or am I looking at youths between the age of 16 to 25? Or working class ladies between the age of 21 or 20 to 40, 50? That's how you create your niche and look for them. Those are your target markets. Who are you targeting? You are not for everybody. Even when you open your business, when you have an office space, you cannot work for everybody still. Let them know. Oh, they will talk about it. True. Oh, this, hope you have your money because this person, because you can't just be working, and you are servicing everybody. And at the end of the day, you don't have anything to play for, to show for it. It doesn't work that way. We need to work smart, remember. So create your niche. When you are working generally for everybody, it almost seems like, oh, you are not really concentrating on anybody. So everybody almost means nobody. So why don't you target a particular set of people, right? And hammer on them. Make sure you keep hitting it on them until they become your customers, until they see your product. Don't just be out there for everybody. Have a particular set of people in mind you are trying to reach out to, and make sure you keep hitting it. You keep hitting it. That is where marketing comes in. Your marketing budget needs to be large. Gone are those days where you feel like, what am I doing marketing for? Anybody that comes in, comes in. If you don't come in, stay there. No, your marketing budget look at how big Coca-Cola is, right? They are well known. Do you think if Coca-Cola does not sit down, we don't need marketing, Jerry, let's just sit down and our clients, definitely they will make it. But if you notice, Coca-Cola's marketing is on point. Why? They know what it means to market. So you must have a marketing budget. Don't just sit and say, oh, anybody that sees me, sees me. Go out there for them. Look for your clients. Create a niche. And make sure you get them and keep them occupied. Right? One other thing we'll talk about, we have spoken about having your finances together. Please make sure that your personal account and your business account are separate. You can just have two accounts. Learn to pay yourself. Calculate what you need to pay yourself and leave the rest in your business account. use that money to invest. Like I said earlier, this is not a business of me, myself, and I. This is a business of reaching the world. So you are not comfortable in your little corner, making your small money and being comfortable there. You cannot be. God doesn't want us to be. We are not mediocres now. So we have to do great things, right? So make sure you pay yourself and invest the rest. Is either you are reinvesting in your business to make it bigger, or you are investing in other things that will bring money that will still make your business bigger. So learn to separate your accounts. Business is business. Even as a small business owner, you should start from now. Don't wait until your business is big before you now start, I put my books together, I need to do this, I need to do that. Why don't you start, give your business a structure? Once your business has a structure from now, you can build on that structure. Anybody that comes into the business, they are aligned. Nobody's just coming in and doing anyhow or doing how they like. They meet a structure on ground and they follow that structure. That is the way to go. So whatever you want your business to look like in the next 10 years or when you are blown, using that English, right? Start from now. A structure, business accounts. It might not be, you can actually go to the bank and open a business account, right? But from now, separate the money. Don't say, I know what I'm doing. Maybe I'm the one running the business. I know how I will manage myself and manage my business. You will not see that money again. Separate those accounts. Your business account is your business account. Your personal account is your personal. They do not mingle. Sometimes you might have to borrow from your business account, but be accountable to yourself. Pay back. Don't borrow from that money and eat it. It's not your money to eat. It's your business, but it's not your money to eat. Right? So even if you're in a tight corner and you have to, patch some things and you have to borrow one or two, yes, borrow. But make sure you are accountable. Because at the end of the day, it's your business. You know where you want to go. You know your end points. You know your end game. Are you doing things that will lead you to that end point? Or you are just doing hand to mouth, hand to mouth. Hand to mouth business can never grow. You will never leave that stage. Right? So you must make sure that your finances are separate. You don't do let's eat smoke from here, eat smoke from here. After all, when it finishes, another client will come now, service us again. Right? It doesn't work that way. For you to get to your destination, you have to be accountable for your business. All right. And I would talk about setting daily goals. Don't just go to work thinking that, okay, I will just go to work. Anything that comes, I take it. It's not a good way to be productive. Make sure before you go to bed or when you wake up in the morning, set your goals daily. I'm not talking about your year plan or whatever you want to achieve in the month or whatnot. I mean, daily. What am I going to work to achieve? Oh, this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. Outline it. Some of us, we might not be good writers. We might have them at the back of our mind. So anyone that works for you, always make sure that you set daily plans. Don't just go to work without a plan. What is your plan for each day? Guess what? It's your days that makes your months and your month that makes your years. So if you fail to plan your day, your month is messed up, your year is messed up. At the end of the day, you have achieved nothing. So from the big plan, remember, we started from the vision, right? From the big plan, you have cut out smaller plans, like she said yesterday, smaller plans. From smaller plans, daily plans. Daily plans. How am I using whatever big plan I have, right? How am I achieving it daily? Work towards your goal daily. Yes, I need to achieve this dress I'm making. I need to do this. I need to put this in place. I need to put it. Never forget your big plan. Your big plan is cut into smaller plans, and your smaller plans are cut into daily plans. So don't just leave your house for any reason without making your daily plans. Let me give you an instance. If you don't have your daily plans, your day will go like this. You get to the office, you start working, a friend comes over, no appointments, nothing, right? And half of your day is gone, gisting. Or your friend just says, oh, I'm out here, could you come meet me up? Or let's just quickly go check this together. Because you really do not have a set out plan that you are looking, oh, I've not achieved this, I've not achieved that. I need to achieve this, I need to achieve that. You go with the flow. We are deliberate about life. We don't just go with the flow. You cannot just come and interrupt my day when I've not fixed out my whole daily, plans. Yes, there are times that you might not meet up with everything you have planned out, but make sure you have a plan that you are following through with. So nothing can just pop down, just jumping into your day and the day is over for you. And you, in your mind, because you have achieved one dress that day, you feel like, I've worked hard, I've achieved a lot. Meanwhile, you spent half of the day gisting. Yes, you have worked out, but did you meet up with your daily plan? Right? Did you meet up with what you were supposed to do? So please, Ajoke, please help me with time. How many minutes do I have left before we gist away? So make sure you have a daily plan. It's to cut off so many rubbish from your life. Trust me. People cannot just come and bump into your plan anymore. Yes, in your daily plan, leave provision for clients that will come to you, because definitely your clients, you have some working clients that will come and sit down. They want to discuss their designs. You cannot tell your clients, no, I'm busy, I have to meet my targets. Of course, you need to attend to clients. So that should be part of your daily plan, so that when that comes up, you have it already planned out. It's not like, they just came and all right, 5 minutes. Okay, I have 5 minutes left. I'll just rush you what I have. Now, one thing I try to do is if I don't have a walk-in client, which I make provision for, all my other clients, those that are coming to pick up or those that are coming to see me, book an appointment. So I think you should get that done too. Have your clients book appointments. Yeah? So when they book appointments, you are not shocked when you see them. And remember, meet up with your appointment. Don't tell a client to come next week and the client start pursuing you up and down. Right? So, all right. Let me quickly run through. Make sure you meet up with your appointment. When the client comes, or if you're not able to meet up, text the client, can we reschedule this appointment? Right? Can we quickly reschedule? I wouldn't be able to meet up with what we agreed on, so let's reschedule. Very simple. So your clients are not just coming and interrupting your day, except working clients, new clients that are just coming in. And they don't know you. They don't know you book appointments. Those are the people that should interrupt your day. Your normal clients shouldn't even interrupt your day without an appointment. All right. So let's go to building a strong network. All right. You need to work with the right set of people. Like I said, this platform is a great one. And you can always have meetings. Okay, can we have a meeting? No, I'm rounding up. I'm actually rounding up. So just make sure you have your questions ready so that we can tackle them in the group chat. To end this section, I will just end with make sure you have a passion for what you are doing. It's only passion that can actually push you through. Be passionate about what you are doing. Be determined. Work hard and work smart. You know what I mean? Be disciplined, right? And lastly, please eat. Don't forget to eat. Eat food. It is necessary. Health is wealth. So remember to live a healthy life so that you can be wealthy. All right. Lastly, we don't talk about this enough. Your mental health is important. Sometimes you might be so depressed. What is getting you depressed? Work. So make sure you keep your mental health intact. How do you do that? Separate your work life from your emotions. Probably I would get to talk about that more in the group. Separate your mental health, rather your work life, from your emotions. They shouldn't be together. You shouldn't be upset at work and go back to your family and remain upset. Or one client came to shout, then you go back and start shouting for everybody. Or shouting at everybody, sorry. So make sure you separate your work life from your emotions. Many clients will annoy you. Many clients will do and undo. But put these two things separate. They shouldn't get to you. So separate your work life from your emotions. Thank you very much for this beautiful section. And I hope to get your questions. And I hope I'm able to do justice to them. So we'll go back to the group chat. If you have questions, let me know. It was really fun having this section with you guys. Thank you for having me. And God bless you. Over to you, Miss Ajoke.
Wow. This was amazing. Like, I truly learned so many things, and thank you so much for granting us your presence tonight. It's something that is quite valuable to hear tonight. I hope even people that were not here will be able to catch up with the replay. I'll leave it on our YouTube channel. And for the questions, I believe that means you have our questions. That means you have questions, so that you can post it on the group chat. And of course, I have questions too, so I'll do post mine, and hopefully you can do just that. Before we release you for tonight, really taking so much of the time. Thank you so much for the amazing session. So let's continue with the group. All right, good. All right, see you soon.